everybody, Laura here. So glad you're joining me. Today I've got a cutie patootie little project featuring this Plush Deer die set by Simon Says Stamp. Now, I fell in love with the deer on this package. That adorable little deer. I just love them. Every time I look at it, it makes me smile. Okay, and it's a little different looking. When you die cut it with these dies, you get the holes all around it. And, the one on the package doesn't have the holes. But these have the holes because, it's intended to use with felt and your embroidery floss, making those cute little plush ornaments, which I have done and I love, but I wanted to stretch this die, give it some new life. So I'm going to show you how to do it, make it without the holes, just like the one on the package. So I die cut it out of some scrap white cardstock, and I'm tracing it onto some brown. I went digging through my scrap pile I got a whole bin of scrap paper, and I just tried to match the colors. And now this little white part here is the face, like the little face of the deer. These are the only two pieces that you're going to have to fussy cut. And I sped this up because honestly, I cut like a turtle. I'm super duper slow because I'm trying to be really smooth so that it looks like it was die cut. And the key to that is slow down. Take a deep breath and just go smooth, especially in between the legs. That's a tough one. You know what I mean? So, okay, then after I get done, I go over with my eraser to get rid of any pencil marks that might be showing. Got to give a shout out to my favorite eraser. Love this eraser. Use it every time I make a card. My kids steal it. I have to buy new ones because they take them to school because they really are fabulous. And then we'll go ahead and die cut the rest of the little body parts of the deer. We've got the antlers, his ear, the little inner ear, which is going to be light pink, and then his bright red collar. And then these little dots that go on the back of the deer. Those are supposed to be die cut in white, but I made a mistake. And I had to go back later and die cut them out of white, not black. You got to forgive me. It has been Thanksgiving and my brain has gone out the window because it was at my house. And you know what that means? I had to clean. We had about 25 or so family members over for Thanksgiving, which was wonderful. We had amazing food. Everybody brought stuff. But I had to get my house ready because part of my dining area is also my crafting area. And I'm not exactly organized. I'm like the opposite of organized. I'm like messy. And stuff is piled everywhere in bins and baskets on the dining table. I just put it all in laundry baskets and put it down in the basement closet just to clean the dining room and have my house look like it's supposed to, how I want everybody to think we really live. And so my house looks great right now, except for all my crafting stuff is like, oh my gosh, I can't function. It's all put in the closet. I got to dig it all back out. And, half of it probably don't even need. You know how that works? You need to, destash. Anyhow, I am just adhering this deer together using my Tombow Mono adhesive. Anyway, it was a great Thanksgiving, except for one thing that really was a downer is my oldest son, Boaz. He was not there. Many of you know he's up in Canada. He's living with his aunt and uncle playing hockey, and he's loving it. He's having the time of his life. But this was the first time that I haven't had one of my kids with me for the holidays, and it's really ripping my heart out. But we talked to him, and he's doing good, and he's happy. They actually had Thanksgiving like a month ago, and when everybody came to our house, we all sent him a big video saying we missed him and happy Thanksgiving, and he's like, he was at school. So his mind was that he was probably thinking any excuse he could get to get out of school and have turkey dinner he would love. But he's super happy and having fun. I'm just the mom over here missing him. And okay, so I was babbling on, but I stamped a background using the holiday background. I did Malibu ink on Malibu cardstock for kind of a tone-on-tone look. And then I took one of the slopes and hills dies and die cut a little slopey hill. And this is going to be like a snowy hill for my deer to stand on. I'll go ahead and adhere that to the card base here and then trim off the extra. I'm going to show you how I trim off my extra. I've shown this before, but it's super easy with my Big Mama paper trimmer here. When you butt it up to the top, you can be assured that you're going to get a perfect cut. Every time it's going to be a perfect 90-degree angle, and I love that. And then we'll go ahead and, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. This is from the Poinsettia stamp set. I'm going to do Season's Greetings. And using my VersaFine Onyx Black ink and my Misty, which I can't live without. It's just great because I don't know if you're like me, but a lot of times if I don't use the Misty, I will stamp my sentiment crooked. I don't know why I do that, but I do. I stamp it crooked and it makes me so mad. But now that I've got the Misty, I can, line it up with those grid lines and Mama's happy as can be. Now, last minute, I decided to change my mind on the eyeball. I decided to go with a googly eye. I can't resist a googly eye. Now, my daughter Bailey, she disagreed with me. She liked the dot eye better. So, you win some, you lose some, but, I always err on the side of googly eye. And then just for a little fun, tie in some red to go with that red collar on the deer. I put on this is that Lawn Fawn peppermint twine. Love this stuff so much I can go through a whole roll of it during the holidays. The peppermint and the licorice are my two favorite colors. So this card's finished. And I'm loving how this deer turned out. It's got me wanting to think through my plush dies again, seeing if I can do this same technique with some of the other ones and give it a new twist. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.